This is a very important tropical weather outlook that I have created this evening. This is for Hurricane Irene specifically. We're going to take the next several minutes to discuss on what's the latest for Irene and what its threats lie up ahead. Pay attention, anyone that is on the East Coast right now viewing this video, you need to pay attention very closely because Irene is approaching. And so we're going to go ahead and take a look. We're going to start off with current storm information. This is Public Advisory number 22A. The eye of Irene is gradually moving away from Avocado Island in the Bahamas. Maximum sustained winds remain at 115 miles per hour. It's moving north-northwest at 14 miles per hour. The minimum central pressure has fallen to 946 millibars. Now, although the wind speeds have maintained itself for quite a while, the central pressure is still dropping, which means Irene is still intensifying. And further intensification is still expected. Irene could very well become a Category 4 hurricane before it makes its landfall on North Carolina. We're not exactly sure the intensity, and the track could still be adjusted a little, but we're definitely we are very confident that a disaster is imminent for much of the East Coast of the United States. Now this sounds very scary, but it's coming, guys. This is a very dangerous, very large hurricane. To show you where the conditions are occurring right now, this gives you an idea on how large it is. Hurricane force winds are extending at least 70 miles from the center, and tropical storm conditions are extending at over 200 miles from the center of the storm. This means Irene is very large, and tropical storm conditions are now, like, they're just offshore. Maybe they're on the coastline of South Florida right now, particularly around Fort Lauderdale. You can expect high waves, some gusty winds, very heavy rainfall for Florida through Friday, as Irene is making its closest approach to Florida. This is about as close as it's going to get. And then the future track, it could still be adjusted a little, but we're in very good agreement that Irene is going to make a devastating cut through the East Coast. What it's going to do, it's going to turn northward by tomorrow. It's going to stay on this northward track. It might start to tilt a little to the north-northeast as it approaches North Carolina. It will make landfall somewhere between Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, is where we're expecting our landfall to be. So as you can see, it then will track northward, or north-northeast, and it's going to track across coastal Virginia near the D.C. area, and then it will make a it's going to kind of trudge the land there, and then it's going to make another cut into southern New Jersey. Southern New Jersey is where its second landfall will be. It could be around Long Island, New York, too. Depending on the future track, depending on the future track, it could actually go right to New York City. Either way, New York City is definitely in the danger zone. And then Irene will become post-tropical as it hits Atlantic Canada, and then its remnants will go that way towards the north. So that's the track of it. It's a very dangerous storm. Many weather radios and TV broadcast stations were activated this evening for a new string of alerts going from South Carolina all the way up to New Jersey. As you can see, all this area you see right here is hurricane warnings, tropical storm warnings, hurricane watches, you all name it. They're all there across the East Coast. Particularly what we need to look at is the hurricane warning. Oh, let me go over just a little. There we go. a very large hurricane warning is in effect for much of the eastern part of, or not the entire eastern part, far eastern North Carolina is under a hurricane warning. The most dangerous hurricane conditions will occur around Cape Hatteras. Is probably where we're going to see the worst from Irene whenever it does make its landfall. Its landfall will probably be on Saturday. And we go farther north into New Jersey. Come on. There we go. This is a new hurricane watch that was issued around 5 o'clock Central Time this evening, or 6 o'clock Eastern Time. And this is the new hurricane watch. A tropical storm watch is out here for more inland areas. So again, if you live in any of these areas, you need to prepare. You don't want to just sit there and ride it out. Irenes can be very damaging. We're expecting Category 3, possibly Category 4 landfall in North Carolina. And when it passes over New York City, it's going to pass over as probably a Category 2. And there's going to be considerable damage to New York City. I received word that the entire transportation system of New York City is expected to shut down by Sunday. So, you need to get out of there. Now's the time to prepare to evacuate. You got some time. Yeah, you got plenty of time to figure this out. But don't wait till the last minute. Lots of people are already trying to flee already. So if you live in the danger zone, I can give you a little bit more information if you're a little in question on what Irene could do to your area. You can leave a comment. I will help you with that. So we're going to keep watching Irene very closely because it's becoming an imminent danger. Before we go, new tropical depression right here. Tropical Depression 10, which is approaching, well, not really approaching, tropical storm conditions. And it's expected to just move out in the open sea and not do much. Alright, so if you have any more questions about Irene, I will answer them for you. So, thanks for watching, guys.